right, that was 100% my fault. Can't have nice things because Time Warner Spectrum sucks. And the end stream button, I couldn't make it out on my phone, and I ended up ending the live stream for everybody. So that's 100% my fault. Do not make fun of Tanner. Make fun of me.
No one's making fun of me, dude.
I'm just saying, I am letting everybody know that it is 100% my fault, not Tanner's.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, honestly, I've done the exact same thing before. I was on a conversation with people that I've never streamed with before. So I was on with Evan and Brad Freeman. My internet went out. I went to my phone, and then my internet came back. I tried leaving the phone and going back to the main thing, and the stream ended. And so I knew exactly what happened whenever that just went down.
So
welcome.
So annoying. Anyway, all right. Got a lot of questions for Tanner. Robinhood's product roadmap. Supposedly they announced some interesting things at some conference today. Do you know what they did?
At a conference today?
Yeah, didn't they? Some JP Morgan conference or something?
Yeah. Sorry. At the fireside. Yeah. Sorry, they have a product announcement tomorrow. But so today they announced that they essentially have doubled their banking assets, essentially month over month, from 400 million to 800 million. Equity and options volume is up year over year. Crypto volumes are starting to return. Net deposits look great. So all eyes are on tomorrow in terms of the new products and services that they're going to be putting out. But yeah, Tim in chat, Robinhood Chain, Robinhood Social. There's so many new things that we're looking to potentially see be launched here soon. This is one of the most killer fintechs I've ever laid eyes on. Like, honestly, it's incredible. I know some people have concerns about the way that they're running and the types of products, whether or not, prediction markets or some of these things, or credit cards are sustainable, or, they're quote unquote getting your money right. Obviously, that's up for debate. But in terms of them trying to make a product where they essentially are letting adults be adults, and if you want to bankrupt yourself and put everything on black, they'll let you do that. And if you want to invest in, sort of take the approach of buying indexes and do more of the passive investing strategy, they'll also have tools for that as well. So I think that they're trying to just offer a super app in a way of just letting consumers do what they want.
I feel like they already have a super app.
Banking's not fully launched yet. So I don't know. But we're getting there for sure.
Yeah, I keep going through the earnings to see if there's something I'm missing. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand the company good enough. I don't know.
Yeah, the company that I think is the closest to a financial super app is Nubank. And I know that company very well. And whenever I compare Hood to Nubank, they've got a long way to go. There's a lot of products that Nubank offers, insurances and loans and mortgages and all of these things that Robinhood just doesn't have yet. Nubank has a whole shopping experience and partnerships with Amazon and all of these things that help connect right into the app. So you can end up buying things, save, invest, protect, all those sort of products all in one app. That's like what I look to whenever you're talking about a super app.
And where would you put SoFi in there compared to Nubank?
Under Nubank, above Robinhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you own both?
Yeah, I love
actually both. You own all three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love fintech because I think that financial services is a high margin business. There's a little bit of a barrier to entry because of regulation as well. So not any company can come in and try to just use software and take people's money. It's just not legal. So there is a barrier to entry. And then also it's extremely easy to understand. Like, the numbers are the numbers. The product's extremely transparent. There's no sort of under the table deals that you need to try to understand the financials of. All of that is perfectly explained in earnings calls. I find that financials are some of the most open and transparent industries in terms of deal structure and everything, because that it's, you're dealing with straight dollars. So you need to understand the yields and, every aspect of every deal that ends up passing the company. So I just like it. It goes in the easy to understand bucket, high margin, fast growing. It's a big part of the portfolio.
Now, you are what some are calling a prophet.
No one calls me that.
Nope. There's people, they're calling you. They've said it to me. You're a prophet. You're an oracle. You may have a crystal ball.
Nope.
The fact that you said Noto's going to buy and then the next day he drops $1 million on stock. I mean, you're now known.
Dude, he said he was going to do it. And then everyone's like, he's not going to do it. It's like
Oh, but the reason why you're being looked at as a prophet is because you came out with a video saying, I'm going to buy before Noto does. And then what happens? Noto buys $1 million worth the next day.
It was well timed. Yeah.
So now, what's the next call, Tanner?
Well, honestly, you know what might happen is that Noto buys again. I don't think history shows if you go through his purchases, he
buys in bunches.
I mean, he rarely buys once.
Yeah.
He usually buys in clusters of 3, 5, 8 times in a row whenever a price is staying in this sort of range. Now, SoFi went up 3%. So if it just continues to climb up, maybe this is a single buy. But if we stay in the $18 range, clearly this is a, sort of a place that he likes or is willing to purchase at. So we might even be able to see more purchases down here.
So I have a theory, and I don't think you're going to like the theory. I think he purchased to try to backstop the price to try to get in the S&P.
I'm fine with it.
Just saying. I'd do the same thing.
I don't hate that.
I mean, I would do the same exact thing because he's coming to the cutoff with market cap. And if he can put up a pretty big buy and kind of backstop it and help us get into the S&P, I'm all for it.
I think any way that people want to spin his purchases into sort of a bad or I don't think I'm negative of any of those conclusions. I don't think he's trading it. I think he's buying it for the long term. Yeah, I'm a happy camper.
This is an amazing comment. If I had his money, you donate yours 100%.
Yeah. The first time I ever heard that quote, which I love, is from you, Steve.
I say it to Matt all the time.
Yeah. It's true.
It is true. Well, let's just say thank you, Anthony Noto, for trying to backstop the stock and putting your money where your mouth is, just like you always do.
I don't know if they get in this quarter. I mean, it would be nice, but Vertiv, I think, is so clearly going to get in. They're like nearly $100 billion business, profitable, very fast growing. That's the company that I like. If you had to pick one, which you don't, I mean, there could be multiples. It would be Vertiv, but SoFi,
I think Vertiv's getting in.
I think SoFi gets in 2026. That like high certainty. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't.
I'm here for the white knuckle memes while we navigate the drama antics and bury cultists selling the Substack news. DGO, thank you. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
So you think that SoFi is getting in 26? I think SoFi is getting in 26. I agree. I don't know if it's going to be this quarter or not. I am not good at guessing those things.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, some people have been worried about where the price goes between now and, the future. I know you're so unbelievably long-term focused. And I think many people talk about buying and trying to hold for 10 years. I'm actually curious. Are there names, individual companies? I know indexes. But what are some individual names in your portfolio that you have held the longest, like 10 plus years? Are there any in your portfolio that you've done that for?
Yeah, we've owned. What year did Meta go public?
Uh,
2012,
yeah, I
2011.
think that's the date, 2012, 2013, something like that.
We've
Or
held
maybe it was
Meta.
2015.
No, definitely not. Earlier. What year did
Um,
Meta go? Oh, I just looked at a chart.
2012, May 18th, 2012.
I'll tell you exactly where we bought Meta. Hold on.
Initial price at $38 a share.
We bought Meta August 2012.
There you go. Took you 3 months. You just wanted to see a quarter.
I mean, listen, my wife wants to murder me because I was like, look, you guys know I'm not a social media person. And I was like, how the hell is this company gonna make money? I had no freaking clue. We did not buy nearly enough, but we still have it. I mean, we bought a good amount, but not nearly as much as we should have, or she wanted to. She wanted to buy more than we did.
How old was Mark Zuckerberg in 2012? How
late 20s?
Not even, man. I think he was in his early 20s.
Mid to late 20s. It's 14 years ago.
Yeah, he was about 28 years old. That's crazy.
Crazy.
That's how old I am. He was taking a company public.
Not just the company, took a juggernaut public.
What was the market cap whenever it went public?
I have no idea.
I
have absolutely no clue.
Yeah. I keep putting Meta, but it wasn't Meta back then.
No, it was called Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sorry. No, I'm quite interested in this. I love $16 billion. No, sorry, raised $16 billion through its IPO, a record at the time. Wow. I love financial history, like listening about the stories of different stocks and the movements that they've made, everything like this. It might be my favorite part about financial markets.
Did you watch the Social Network movie, Tanner?
10 times.
I'm sure you did. It was actually really good.
Yeah, I've probably seen the Social Network in the last 2 months. I love it. It's such an easy watch.
Yeah.
But you need to watch really Oppenheimer. In my top movies, I told you Oppenheimer is an amazing movie. You told me you've never seen it.
I tried watching it. It's so bad. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Man, we got a lot of regulars here. We got Ray, we got Michelle, we got Lena, we got Chels. A lot of regulars. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate it. The Paul Gardner, B-Dubs.
I'm getting over the fact that you said Oppenheimer was a bad movie.
Yeah, well, listen, we can't all have cartoons in our favorite trilogies.
Seth in chat said Social Network is how I learned about dilution. Holy.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I don't even think he did get diluted, if I'm not mistaken. I think he actually fought that in court.
No, he's got founder shares.
Yeah. What was his name?
He just diluted the hell out of the ex-CFO.
What was his name?
I don't remember what the ex-CFO's name was.
Gosh, okay.
So one of the things I've been thinking about is all of the AI bears, Tanner.
Eduardo Saverin. That's what it was. But if you look up Eduardo Saverin's, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. But Eduardo Saverin, if you look up his net worth, I don't know if he made it elsewhere, but there's not a chance that dilution ended up going through, making him worth. He's worth $36.3 billion. How is he worth that if they diluted him down to 0.0001 or whatever the rate was? He's worth $36 billion.
Think about how many shares he probably had.
Yeah, so?
I mean, so when it went public like $28.
No, but it wasn't. I don't think it was public at the time that they diluted him before it went public.
Right, but he still had all those shares.
Oh, I think it says here he owns 1.23% of Meta.
Insane.
Crazy.
So I've been thinking about the AI bears a lot, Tanner, and I think tonight I may write another post about it, maybe tomorrow. I put out a thread on X about Amazon, one of my favorite companies. And the data that I think people are missing, Bloomberg came out with some numbers that they are expecting the free cash flow to go from 7.7 billion to negative $524 million this year. Now, what nobody is saying, it's simple math. They're expected to spend $200 billion on CapEx, okay? If they have negative 524 million in free cash flow, that means that their cash from operations is going to increase so much to the tune of $59.96 billion year over year to 199 billion.
Yeah.
It's insane. So the bears are going crazy off of this spend, not realizing that their cash from operations is going from about 136 to 199 billion year over year. It's insane.
I know it's not they don't need to. It's probably not their prerogative, but I wonder if they'd ever break down how much of it is AI spend and how much of it is like warehouses and stuff like that.
Infrastructure. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. Half and half, 60-40. I have no idea. I don't even know how to backdoor the way into the numbers.
Yeah.
And that's also something I said. This is not a company that's allocating 200 billion to data centers. They have the largest logistical network behind the DoD that they have to maintain. That takes intensive capital. But they're doing this for the right reasons. You're going to add 60 billion year over year in cash from operations. I will take that trade-off every day of the week and lose money on free cash flow for a year or two, because at that rate, where is cash from operations going to be in 28 and 29? And where's it going to be when they become $1 trillion revenue company? That's the problem with the bears. They're so short-sighted and get so scared of the actual business optics and the business fundamentals about how much this is going to make earnings expand, cash from operations expand, and their top line revenue expand, that they can't see the forest through the trees. And then to think that this company is being severely discounted when they are arguably the largest winner in the AI race out of any company, because one, their warehouses are going to be so automated. What the hell is their workforce going to look like in 5 years? And then two, they have one of the largest back office support teams. What is that going to look like when they truly unlock and harvest the power of AI? And oh yeah, they have their own data centers. They have unlimited potential. They don't have to worry about contracting space with people. They're their own first customer. Like, people are not putting this together, and this company is being so penalized. It's insane.
Well, another thing too, everything you said I agree with, but I also love the maturity and the experience, the expertise that AWS has going into this build out. Obviously, I think, Iren's going to do well in Nebius and CoreWeave, but for the most part, these are very new names. People are wondering, like, Amazon is misspending in the data centers, like they don't know how to set up a data center, like as if this is new to them. It's obviously at a different scale than what they're used to, but if there's anyone that knows how to price these contracts, has unbelievable pricing power, will be able to use the GPUs even if the AI, like maybe if we hit sort of a cap on the demand, which I don't end up seeing anytime soon, but they'll be able to utilize those GPUs. Like I don't believe in any other company to do that more than Amazon. So I think it's such a great mix of, yes, we still have a ton of upside, but also like a ton of risk management there, just because there's so many additional businesses. I don't know if you saw the report that came out from the information today on what they want to do in their advertising side of the business. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
They want to end up working with other companies. So bringing their ads externally. Once again, this is not their first time, but expanding that. And specifically serving ads in AI chatbots, which is only going to expand their growth. Supposedly, they can even charge a much higher rate in the chatbots because the conversion rates are so much higher. So I think that they're growing, extremely fast, high double digits on advertising. They're growing on AWS. They're growing on the shopping side. The margins are expanding on the shopping and warehouse side. It's all looking great for Amazon.
And I got to admit something. I was wrong. And I'm fully willing to admit when I'm wrong. Amazon's advertising business is becoming a threat to other advertising platforms.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was going to. I didn't think it was going to become a threat to Alphabet or Meta. And while they are still growing, there is a significant amount of capital being spent through Amazon's advertising. Now, maybe that's an interesting flywheel because large companies have their own Amazon store, so it makes sense for them to advertise where their store is instead of somewhere else. I get that. And I didn't expect them to generate, I think it was 21.8 billion in Q4 for advertising. If I remember correctly, it was somewhere around there. I mean, you're talking about something that could have a run rate of 100 billion in revenue out of nowhere. I mean, they built this line item 2-3 years ago.
And all the efficiencies that Meta is seeing and Google is seeing, Amazon's also going to see that. Like the acceleration potentially into the 30+% growth rates. That's something that even Amazon could even be able to see. So this is why I'm not super excited. And I think like the big threat for the Zetas and the TTDs and all of these ones is like just a massive name like Google or Amazon just sort of fulfilling their use case. I'm not saying that completely wipes away everything that Zeta does, but maybe it takes away from a large percentage of their business. That's just scary to me.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that it does. It seems like Zeta is insulated for the time being. But when I really peel back the layers on Amazon right now, I'm getting more annoyed than I was last week. I'm getting more annoyed than when I wrote the article for Seeking Alpha. And I think I'm more annoyed than when I put that very long-winded 2,000-word post out, because the AI bears are almost trying to create the narrative that these companies need and should focus on profitability and allocating capital back to shareholders now instead of future profitability where it could be 2-3x where it is today. And you don't get there if you don't make the capital investments now. And I don't understand why they would want that. I just don't. These companies are the only ones that can deploy this type of capital, which means they have no competitors except for themselves. There is not a single other company that can come out of the woodwork and try to compete in this space. And we know that because IBM failed, because Cisco failed, because every company that has tried to create a multi-cloud or a agnostic cloud has pretty much failed against these three. The only one that is picking up steam is Oracle, and that's because one, it was Oracle. Two, they are able to tap the debt markets and have endless funding through the debt markets. There are not any other companies that can do that.
Do you how do you look at like a name like Apple, for example, that is not building out, not taking a lot of risks right now, and sort of just seeing where the landscape ends out, and then potentially looking to make moves or partnering with other companies like Google, for example, for cloud services and AI services and everything to help run Siri?
I don't know that anybody has the answer yet. It may be an incredibly smart move. It may be a disaster. So you have two sides to it. The first side is they didn't have to allocate hundreds upon hundreds of billions in the capex. They were able to buy back shares at a time when revenue growth was negative and juice EPS. And they were able to focus on their custom silicon chips for their computers and tablets, which ended up working out well. The trade-off is they don't own their own destiny now. And they are at the mercy of an Alphabet or an OpenAI, whoever they choose to partner with to run Siri. I don't know what the right move is in the short term. It seems like Apple made a good move. They let everybody else figure it out, spend all the money to figure it out, and then they're just going to pay them whatever it is on an annualized basis, 10 billion a year, 20 billion a year, 2 billion a year, whatever it is, to have them created for them. The problem with that is they're making a lot of money on the cloud storage, but what's their actual profit line on that? Because they're not hosting their own data centers. I mean, they're getting that storage and compute from somewhere. So that's not a, and I don't know this for a fact, but I would think that that is not as high of a line item on a margin percentage as it could have been if they had their own data centers. You can't tell me that it wouldn't be cheaper for them just to do it on their own in the long run.
Yeah, my understanding is I think Apple does have some data centers, a small amount. I know that they have purchased like some NVIDIA products from them, but not in large quantity. And I recently saw a report saying that they were almost like sitting collecting dust, and that they're not even being used. I can double check that though. Let me just see
double check that. I mean,
find that
look,
report.
it's all going to depend how much they have to spend to get. What the hell is all this shit popping up on my computer?
You being hacked? I can't see what you're seeing.
Something came in, but there's no threats. Okay. I'll deal with it in a few minutes.
You just had a meltdown I didn't see coming.
Well, the amount of security products I have on this is crazy.
Gotta have your security products.
I don't have regular consumer grade stuff on this. So,
whoa, partner, somebody got Windows Pro.
No, Windows Pro. Stop it. Stop it. Anyway.
You upgraded from Windows Home to Windows Pro? That's crazy.
No, I may have Arctic Wolf on here. Who knows?
There you go.
Anyway, it's going to really depend on how much that they have to pay the piper. And that just becomes a cost that they continue to have to recognize that's not going to be offset by selling the additional compute to other people or AI services. Because if Apple's not going to be in the business of building their own AI services, does that put them at a structural disadvantage? And then if it does, do they fall behind in the cell phone game? Do they fall behind in the tablet game? I don't know the answer.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
Think about it like this. Why on earth would Alphabet build a better AI agent for the iPhone than the one that they're going to build for Android?
Brother, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I've recently and still am, but listening to the Steve Jobs, Walter Isaacman book, and like at every turn he wanted to own the entire end of the experience. They didn't want to license out their software. They, from the Apple stores to the iPhone to the software, they wanted to own the entire experience through and through. And now to have Siri be built by your largest consumer product competitor seems like a different strategy to me. Yeah. And I know a lot of people use Apple right now, but like you look back at the sort of if Apple was in vogue or not, there have been times where people have loved Apple, and then people did not like the product lines that have come out, and they've slowly started to, you know, get away from Apple. I don't know if like it's a guarantee that Apple succeeds just because they have previously. And I think that people give this company such a benefit of the doubt. Like the margin on this company for the growth is surprising to me versus what else you can get in the markets. Like Google is so cheap comparatively, growing so much faster.
People are infatuated with the fact that they have over 2 billion installed devices out there. They're infatuated with that idea.
Steve Jobs introduced Microsoft Office coming to Mac. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of that. But it was a single product. He also wanted that to be an exclusive deal for Microsoft back whenever they were just making that product to only sell to the Macs. But yeah. Then listen, Bill Gates was a smart dude too. I mean, he did the whole graphical interface thing that they stole from Xerox very well.
When I look at where these companies are trading today, I still think Apple is overvalued if you're going to put these other companies where they are. I mean, should Apple have a bigger valuation than Amazon? I'm saying no. Now, it's not by much this year, but Apple's trading at 31 times this year's earnings. Amazon's trading at 27.
Someone said that you got a 850 credit score haircut.
Don't get me started on that one, please. But thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Go back to the Meg 7 forward Ps.
Yeah, I just think it's hard to agree with Apple trading at 31 times this year with expected growth of 22% over the next 2 years and trading at 25 times 2028 earnings when Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and NVIDIA all trade under 2028 earnings.
Yeah.
I mean, NVIDIA is becoming just ungodly cheap.
And I don't even like your forward valuations here either.
I'm not making up numbers. This is what the consensus estimates are calling for, Tanner.
No, I know.
My model is significantly different.
No, I get it. You're being conservative, but the analysts, I know you're saying you don't make up numbers, but they are literally just making up numbers.
Make up a number. What do you think they're going to do in 28 for their earnings? 15?
I don't know. I haven't thought too far out. But in terms of this
let's
year,
say they do 14. Okay, let's give them an extra buck.
In terms of like what you have for next year, you have 1058. I think mine's at current year is I think how you have it. So current year is forward estimate, right? You have it at 8.
Current year is this year's earnings.
Like fiscal year
fiscal year 27 is this year.
Yes.
Just ended fiscal year 26.
Right. So I would put that as next year, not current year. But
how is that next year? Next year is 27
because we haven't seen any quarters. Like
we're in
4 quarters of unknown improvement.
We're in the current fiscal year right now.
You're right. So 826 is what you have.
Mm-hmm.
I have. Let me bring up, but it's in the 9s. It's like 916 or something like this. It puts me at like a PE that's essentially like just under 20.
Okay, so you have 9 what?
I didn't have my spreadsheets open, so I'm just getting my spreadsheet.
Tommy Dimes is in the chat. Tommy, you and I have to have a talk, sir. We have to have a talk about horse racing.
Are you into that too?
Tommy and I need to have a talk about horse racing.
You have every You like everything, like every hobby. I have 918.
All right. What do you have for next year?
I don't yet.
You don't. All right. So at 918, it puts them at 1961 this year's earnings. So if we take this to 1158 and go up a buck on that and a buck on 28, I mean, you're talking about a company that's trading at under 13 times forward. It's absolutely crazy if Tanner's numbers are correct. And if I just go back and back them out to where the analysts have it, Nvidia trading under 18 times next year and under 14 times the following year is crazy. And I don't think Apple should have a larger multiple than the rest of them. I just don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, I don't know what fiscal 28 or fiscal 29. I don't want to go out too far. I don't know what management hasn't talked about what that's going to look like, but management has talked about what 2027 is going to look like. Fiscal. So whenever I say fiscal 27, like whenever we're talking about this, for people that don't follow Nvidia really closely or new to investing or something, they report on a different time than most companies. So what we're actually talking about is the year 2026. We're not going like
And
further
that's
out.
why I named this current year, because Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia do not report on a calendar year. So that's why I have it current year, next year, following year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the numbers are crazy, and I think there's really good deals out there. And at some point, tech is going to come back.
By the way, in order to get $9.18, it essentially is assuming that they're going to put up $223 billion of net income this year. 223 billion. That's a
stretch.
That's a margin of 55% on $400 billion of revenue.
Yeah, that's, I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's a little bit of a stretch.
You know what's so funny about that? I'm not even the high on Wall Street.
That's scary.
I'm not even the high.
That's scary. I hope it happens.
But what happens every quarter? That like last quarter, the guidance for Q1 was above every single estimate. Every single one. This is the build-out phase I think we're in. How do you see the CapEx? I think everyone's looking at the capital expenditures and thinking we're going to come in for Meta and for Google at these high, like $180 billion CapExes. I think they're going to come in at 190. I think they're going to have to reiterate higher. I think the Vera Rubin puts an additional growth rate. That's why you're seeing inventories climb right now, is because they end up seeing that there's going to be massive spend on this next chip architecture. Like, the growth continues.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think
I've been vibe coding like crazy.
I think we get an 8 handle on CapEx next year from the big four. I think they surpass 800 billion.
Say that one more time. I missed that.
I think they surpass 800 billion in CapEx next year.
Total, the four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it, if Amazon's at 2 now, they probably come in at 240, 250. Alphabet 190, they're coming in at 225, 250. Microsoft will probably have a 2 handle. And Meta's probably going to be in that 190 to 210 range.
You guys said, what are you vibe coding? I'm essentially, so right now, my big new thing, it's not even that I'm vibe coding too much. I'm saying that, but what I'm really doing is Perplexity Computer allows me to automate all the tasks that I'm currently doing. So a couple of them, for example, is searching for Google Trends, or, you know, the fintech website traffic that I do. I'm essentially just telling it to, okay, send me a ping whenever this is ready, and fully change my spreadsheets and my, like, the averages and all of that stuff. I'm starting it not with my SoFi spreadsheet because I don't want to mess with that one, but the companies that I don't care too much about. Every time that earnings come out, just have it fully update the charts. And I've gone and done this retroactively. It's insane how accurate it is. Like, I don't know where this is going to be 2 years from now. Like, it's going to be able to automate all of our work. Like I honestly think like Excel work and everything like this is just going to be prompts. Like no one's going to need to remember any formulas, anything along these lines. So yeah. And that said, I told you this, Steve. I think, so everyone's worried about jobs. I think I want to hire someone into this AI mess because I see how efficient it's making people, that I want someone to do all these tasks that, I'm having this AI do. So essentially find more things to automate, help me get my workflow done, will essentially allow me to cover, instead of maybe 4 to 5 topics per stream, maybe I can cover much more than that because the information is actually being more readily available. The understanding of what's actually happening becomes clearer. It'll be nice.
So when are you putting the job posting out?
I have a very clear person who I want to hire. However, there's been a couple people, Kareem, if you're watching on stream here tonight, I've had a couple people reach out to me who are super exciting. So that's interesting. But, the person that I was thinking about hiring is local, and I very much like that in terms of like what that is for, like creating a community. And right now they would just be like potentially working even at my house, for example, like coming over and doing quote unquote office work would be local. But I don't know.
I mean,
I got to think about it, man.
You're hiring the White House quant? I didn't
Not
realize
funny.
you're making that much money, Tanner.
It is so funny because I'm trying to hire someone, and everyone's like naming people that like are a part of the community. This person that I have in mind is not part of the community. I know them personally in my life, but no one has met them yet. But hopefully you guys will meet them. That'd be really cool. I don't want to name them just yet in case like something ends up going wrong and I end up hiring somebody that is part of the community already. I don't want to like name drop who I'm hiring and then not end up that going through.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything.
But yeah.
You don't have to say anything. But I think there are a lot of misconceptions right now. NVIDIA being where it is, it just makes me think that the market is so fearful for the wrong reasons. And I'm not sure when it's going to turn. But when it turns, I think it's going to be a violent move forward. It's not going to be a little staircase up. It's going to be a violent move up, and there's not going to be any warning.
Whenever the re-rating happens.
Yeah, I don't think these companies are getting re-rated to the downside. They have so many years left of building out profitability because we can't think.
According to you.
According to me, yeah. 100% according to me. But at the same time, according to Wall Street too, they're all expanding earnings going forward. There is not a single analyst that expects these companies to have their earnings reverse. And we've seen it year in, year out, year over year. Their cash from operations and their EBITDA and their operating income grow every year. And it is all because of the massive amounts of CapEx that they are deploying back into their businesses. And to think that we are trying to look at this as a linear idea or something that's going to be stagnant is just crazy. Technology always evolves, and nobody's going to be able to compete with these companies. I don't understand what the market's not seeing, and maybe I'm being a little short-sighted in this, and maybe there's a bear case that I'm not seeing, but these companies are not planning on building their own power plants, putting it behind the meter, and building more data centers if it's not going to be accretive to profitability.
Sorry, I'm half. The guy that I'm looking to potentially join just messaged me and said that he's watching. So, anyway, yeah, I missed half of that. I apologize. I got distracted.
I don't know what the hell you were doing.
He messaged me. I'm looking at I'm looking at some things.
Uh-huh. You're watching cartoons over there?
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda, okay. Kung Fu Panda.
I didn't realize Steve Jobs made Toy Story.
Was that Pixar?
Yeah. That was
a Disney company before they sold it.
Well, it was a Steve Jobs company before it was a Disney company. It was his company.
That's what I meant. It was before Disney Boy. That's what I meant.
Yeah. And then, yeah, their first project was Toy Story. Isn't that crazy?
Sodak said, Tanner, please show Steve my comment picture on Stream Talk on your Discord.
What is this?
How would I know?
I don't know what this is in reference to, so this must be an inside joke.
What is it? My first game was today. 2 passes, 1 steal, 1 backboard. Hooper 15.
Nothing? Oh, he said Steve's haircut. That's what he said.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah. He also sent this in chat and said this is probably how Tanner talks to his girlfriend. And I swear this is true. This is actually me. He edited this cartoon to look more like me. This is me explaining base 44.
So let's talk about Anthropic for a minute. Is the U.S. government really ripping and replacing all of Anthropic's products? Do we have any confirmation that this is happening?
I mean, they said it's going to take 6 months. They seem really pissed with Anthropic. However, my misunderstanding is that OpenAI came out after and said that they also have qualms with the U.S. government and said that they want to make sure that their products are not being used to surveil, U.S. citizens, which was obviously Anthropic's concern as well.
Can I say something on this that's going to get me in trouble?
Yeah, no, I love that.
Of course you love when I get myself in trouble, right?
I like a controversial statement. Go right ahead. I won't judge you.
Everybody needs to wake up. You have a cell phone with a microphone and a camera in your pocket at all times. Like, you send emails every day. You do web searches every day. Every time you walk down the street, not only are there cameras in people's phones, there are cameras in front of every business. Like, your whole life is recorded. Like, you guys, like, people are really worried about Anthropic, like the government using Anthropic or OpenAI to surveil people. We've all been surveilled for so long. This is nothing new. Everybody needs to stop with the bullshit.
I think that's not even a crazy comment.
Privacy has not been here for a very long time.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just crazy that these companies are like so worried about their AI being used or surveilled. It's like, do you not realize who the United States government is? The technology capabilities that they have? Like, they spend $900 billion a year on the military industrial complex.
But do you think it's okay for them to?
I'm not, look, that regardless of my personal feelings about it, they're spending $900 billion a year in the military industrial complex. If they want to know something about you, they already know it somewhere. Like, why would
how much
people
digging
think
do you think they did into?
or just going to intensify that?
How much digging do you think they did into Matt Money after he was on the White House stream?
Who knows?
I surveil Tanner 2 to 3 times a day.
There you go.
Yeah, I always like banks and stuff like this will be like, hey, do you want to use our voice activated authentication service? Like, never, ever, ever. Everyone has my voice. Like, there's not a chance. I've said probably every, version of every sentence by now over the last 5-6 years. Maybe not everyone, but in terms of regular sentences, I guess. I'm in many government databases. Nice.
Mad Money, White House Quant.
The greatest.
The
greatest. You know that I went to that meetup in New York. Steve, we took 0 pictures together, me and you.
What are you talking about? We have pictures.
We have group photos of us at dinner tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, we did not take any photos. I did not take any photos with Amit. I did not take any photos with Tevis. I did not take any photos with anyone aside from the people that were there to see everyone, which was amazing. And I specifically went out of my way to take a picture with Matt. He's the only person I have pictures with. He was the frickin' GOAT, man.
Matt's amazing.
That's the best. Dave said, why not, Tanner? It was, it
was a busy day.
It's like, I'm thinking of that quote of like, if like, I see Steve, I see him all the time. I'll just see him again, but Matt, I haven't seen. So it was like a unicorn. It was like, man, I need to spot this occasion.
See, you say that, but you're not coming to California.
I might.
Ooh, you may come to California. Look at that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. And I was also thinking about going with
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago's an easy flight for you.
Like I think it's less than 2 hours.
Yeah, that's an easy flight for you.
And I probably will end up bringing the person, if I end up hiring them, they'll probably end up coming to the meets as well.
You're going to have them follow you around with a freaking video camera and record you?
No, just get used to the community. Like, not like a hold my bags.
No, I figured you'd bring like a setup and have them actually filming stuff on site.
I mean, I'm sure there might be some work to do or whatever. I don't know, but like just to get a part of the community.
Like I second this, Ray. Tanner should come to LA.
I mean, that was after the New York event, I definitely, the chance of me going to the LA event was extremely high. The events are so much fun.
Yeah, the LA event's going to be awesome. The Chicago event's going to be awesome. I'm excited for both of them.
Yeah. For real, I actually can't get over like how much fun. I don't even host. I might host one, but like I have nothing to gain from people coming to the Amit meetups or anything like this. I don't think anyone does, like financially or anything like this. Like I think actually it costs Amit a ton of money to do these. But they are so much fun.
Chels, you have a job to do. I want the best pizza in Chicago when I come. I want to know where the best pizza place is, and we're all going.
A meetup? Oh gosh.
What's your sleep score, Tanner?
Dude, travel kills it. I mean, there's a Robin Hood event tomorrow. I'm not going. I do not like traveling. So, for those smaller events that I get invited to, I'm just not gonna go.
Well, we're not ending yet, but when we end, we have a special surprise for everyone.
What's that?
You didn't do your homework, did you? We're ending later. We're going to end with a special segment. Remember?
Is it work that I have to do?
Oh my God.
Send
I'm
me
like,
put it
I
in the
don't
private
understand
chat.
this, Tanner. How do you not remember these things?
I'm busy, man. SoFi's doing deals with MasterCard. I'm, you know.
Look at your private. Look at private on freaking StreamYard.
New segment, sleeping with Tanner. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I said, is it work that all right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not a special okay, you're good. You're good.
So, what do you think the hood is going to come out with tomorrow? If you had a guess.
An autopilot feature. It's called Take Flight. I don't know why. Like, they're essentially hosting it at an airport or the hotel that's closest to the airport. So I don't know what part of travel that this is going to involve. That's why I'm like, it's called Take Flight. It's near the airport, and it's going to be about estate planning. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, but the autopilot features that sort of plays off the, aviation industry. Maybe that makes sense to me, but okay. I'm just going to be a watcher. I'm just going to be a viewer. I'll be live streaming it. And yeah, I think it's late too. It's like 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, I'm excited. I'm probably going to watch it. I'm trying to learn more about Hood. I'm trying to be not as biased and trying to see the opportunity. A lot of people I know love this company and are in it.
Someone said miles for Hood credit card. I mean, yeah, like maybe, like for real, maybe it's miles. Maybe they start doing like Robinhood Gold lounges. I know someone like joked about that, but maybe that could be a thing. Like an extremely
credit card. How come people aren't getting approved quick enough with it?
They are. Do you know there's more credit cards out or that are out for Robinhood than there are for SoFi already, and they just started? This is one of the fastest credit card rollouts in history, but there's never been a time where a credit card has gone viral. Like, this is something that hasn't happened before. Credit cards are usually boring products. There's not a lot of signups. This got 3 million signups. So people are like, hey, I'm waiting, but it's a credit product. They need to be very safe.
I'm still on the wait list.
I can get you off that wait list tomorrow.
I'm still on the wait list. I've been on the wait list for God knows how long.
I for real will get you approved on that card tomorrow. I promise you.
You're not even going to the event.
I know. I'm not. I don't even have an insider thing. There is a tactic to get approved. That's all I'll say. And it's not like I'm not going to message anyone. There is a tactic to get approved that if you search hard enough, you'll find it online. But if I say it publicly and then everyone does it, then it's probably going to be a sort of a backdoor that doesn't work anymore. So
yeah, I'm not looking for a workaround. I'm looking for this to say I'm no longer on the wait list.
Yeah.
Like I've been on the wait list for far too long.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It makes me wonder why they're not approving people quick enough.
They are, dude. They are.
They're not.
It's a credit product. Like, yeah. Imagine if there was 3 million people waiting for a mortgage. This doesn't happen.
You know how easy it is to get a mortgage?
Yeah, because there's no lineup. There's no lineup.
I bet you that I could apply for pretty much any other credit card and get it very quickly.
Because none of them are on a wait list.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, get off the wait list.
This is a viral product. They've never had this in history. This doesn't exist before.
You know what? In the streets, I got news for you.
Yeah,
I got my real ID, and I applied for a new passport. My new passport will be here in 4 to 6 weeks. All the paperwork is filed.
Yeah.
It is true. It is
Prove
true.
It. What's your social security number? Prove it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. That's too funny.
So yes, I am allowed to get on a plane. I actually have a real ID now. Whose
Steve,
identity did you use? Uh,
Steve's a
very.
spy. So, yeah, you should explain to the people who are just getting in, why are we having a shorter stream this time?
Oh, we're having a shorter stream because my internet went out, and when I went on the phone, my sound sucked, and then I rebooted the internet, rebooted my computer, and when I tried switching over, I ended the original stream by accident. That's why. My fault, not Tanner's.
No one said it was my fault.
I'm making sure nobody says it's your fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're now the oracle, okay? You're the prophet. Nothing can be your fault.
You got to stop.
No, it's not me. People are coming to me and saying you're the prophet. That's not me making it up. Like, people are legitimately saying that to me.
Who?
Don't worry about it. The people.
The people.
They are saying that you're the prophet because of that video.
Have you been tracking your sleep score, by the way?
No.
Why is this? Like, you were in a good rhythm there. You were working out.
Yeah,
You were sending me your sleep scores. You were doing well.
I know. I don't know.
Are you working out?
I need to start going again. Kind of fell. I've been busy, man. It sucks. I get too busy. I don't have time.
I need to start going again is a
I know.
long-winded way to say no.
Trust me, it's bad. Like, I'm thinking about maybe going downstairs tonight and working out, but it's like, I don't know if I really want to.
Oh, it's
No
got to be
good.
so, like, every piece of equipment that I'm missing in my own gym, I'm like, I think about going to a gym. But to just be in a building or something like this and just have like a really nice gym that's just downstairs. Whew.
Yeah, I have everything I need. Like, the way that we built the gym downstairs, I pretty much architected it, and I did it in
Wait,
mind with.
it's your gym?
No, it's the building's gym, but I'm the one that designed it.
Okay.
So look, I didn't want to put a ton of free weights in there as I had to be mindful of the community and who's going to be using it. But we have a bunch of dumbbells. We have a full cable system. I mean, we got really good stuff down there.
Yeah.
Airdyne bikes, rowing machines, ellipticals, treadmill. I mean, got a lot of stuff down there.
Yeah. Yeah. Pure mafia shit is what I.
Yeah, I wanted to put a Smith press down there, but I'm like, the chances of somebody getting hurt, it's just too much. I couldn't do it. Then I did not want to put a flat bench down there, but we do have benches. We have a lot of dumbbells, so you can do incline, flat, everything if you want.
It's basically Steve's gym. He just lets others work out there.
I mean, I may or may not have, maybe
Yeah,
able to
it's
get
his
maybe
building.
able to get in there.
How long does it take? Like, does your elevator take an extremely long time to? Are you at the very tippy top?
By the time if I was to get up out of the seat and go there, it'd probably take me, if I timed it, 1.5 to 2 minutes.
That's a long elevator ride.
Oh, you gotta go downstairs. You gotta walk through the basement to get there.
You're high up. If you were to judge, like, on a percentage basis, who has the longest? Like, are you in the top 1 percentile of longest elevator rides to the ground floor?
Well, no, we have wings, so proximity to the gym, if you're on the far side of the building, is going to take you longer to get there.
But, like, I guess it depends on what elevator you get in. If you own the whole top floor, the penthouse, I guess you just pick.
We have wings and they're not connected. So if you're on the far side, it's going to take you longer when you get to the basement to walk there.
Yeah. What side is your office on compared to the left wing?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, all right. As long as you're close to, everything else, I guess you're doing well. Yeah, Steve. Okay. By the way, this multi-layered house that you live in, penthouse, is in, like, I think Manhattan or something like this.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know anything about your city. I don't even know where you live, so I can't dox you. I don't even like.
But,
But
I gotta tell you, I'm looking at the news right now, and U.S. assets struck across the Middle East. It's about to get real. Like, this is not good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't know what you were going to bring up. I just thought you were changing the story. What actually did you just say?
That U.S. assets struck across the Middle East. This is not good. It's about to get real.
Yeah,
I
saw
am
this
not happy right now.
CIA building or something like this.
Yeah,
Struck in Dubai, and
it would be nice if this was just over. Nobody wants war.
yeah. I try to. I don't have many opinions on it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not following it nearly enough. I don't know half the things that are going on. I'm trying to mainly focus on the areas that I do stay engaged with.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a big problem. And the funny thing, I'm surprised crude is not moving the way that I thought it would. I thought it would have had a bigger jump. I mean, yes, it went from 65 to 75. I thought it was going to have a bigger jump.
Amazon data center was hit too. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I did see that.
Why aren't you monitoring the situation? I don't know. Mainly just time, I think. Sometimes I actually want. I think people like Steve and Roy and all of these people, I'm like, they just have a different amount of time in the day than I do. Like, Steve just makes his own time.
I wish. I mean, we're not at dangerous levels, but we're getting to the point where if oil doesn't come down, we could see CPI start ticking up, and we could see we could see some inflation. I really want that. I mean, it's funny because Trump was saying that we may have to have the Navy escort oil tankers through the strait. Like, the last thing they want is oil going 80, 90, 100. That's the last thing they want.
Yeah. But I mean, that does look like, or at least from my ignorant view, that does seem like an appropriate reaction. Like, okay, we'll lead the cargo ships through, and hopefully that ends up leading to more barrels getting through. What are you looking at?
International markets.
No, but where are you looking? What?
I was looking for the Nikkei. I'm going to go to Bloomberg real quick. Markets. Yeah, the Nikkei is down 3. Is this futures? The Japan market's open. They're down 3% right now. Tomorrow's going to be an ugly day.
I think I was just looking at crypto prices. Where's I thought ETH was going up, wasn't it just now? No, it's just slightly coming down again, but it was trying to climb above $2,000 per share. We're sort of just stuck at that $2,000 price right now. Pretty crazy that we're holding that price pretty consistently. You still have any faith in the crypto markets?
Yeah, I mean, you either think crypto's going to zero or it's not. I don't think it's going to zero. They got to get this bill done, though. I mean, without this bill, I think it's sitting ducks.
Yeah. Buying any BMNR?
Did Trump just destroy all of his political clout with these Iran strikes? That's the real question.
Yeah, not my place to speculate.
No, I'm just saying it. Like I have no idea. I don't want to get into it. I really don't know, but this week's going to be volatile.
Yeah.
I may get out of service now. I am back to even. I may get out and I may roll it into something else.
Why?
I think there is so much more value in Zeta right now. So much more.
Wow.
So much more.
The CEO, Bill McDermott, just ended up buying like $3 million worth of stock.
I know.
It's like over 70+% off its highs or something. We might not end up going to those highs anytime soon, but you don't think that there's a massive premium here? Or sorry, a massive upside?
There is.
Maybe not 75, and then maybe not 70%, more like 50%. Sorry.
But it goes back to what I said before. Do I think that Zeta can become an $8 billion company and then a 12 billion and then a 15, then a $20 billion company? Yes. Do I think ServiceNow is going back to 240 anytime soon? No.
Yeah, but where are you getting these numbers for Zeta? $20 billion.
It's a $4.25 billion company right now. They do more revenue and more free cash flow than companies that were trading at 20, 30, 40 billion.
Companies?
Companies.
What companies?
Companies.
What companies?
Just saying companies. We're not going to call anybody out.
Yeah, what do you call you calling out Palantir? Like, what are you talking about? Like, there's
no, I'm not talking about Palantir.
There,
how about
companies that trade much higher with less revenue have pretty interesting businesses.
Sure. So I'll call out one. How about this? There's a little company called Akuro, 10 billion market cap, no revenue. They lose money on no revenue. $10 billion.
I get that. That was an easy call out.
They lose, think about that. They lose money on no revenue because of the idea that the hyperscalers are going to be using SMRs, which we don't even know if this company can actually make them or not. I have no idea. But
do you know anything about the company?
What?
Do you know anything about the company?
About Aklo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked into them. Now, I'm not saying what they are talking about is definitely viable and it is definitely going to be important. There's no question about that. But because of how far out it is, these hyperscalers are looking at building their own power plants behind the meter and directly hooking up the data centers to them. They do that. They don't need as many SMRs. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, and we are going to need more power, but the fact that this is trading at 10 billion right now, and it was a 20 or 30 billion dollar company, and there are other companies like it, and even companies that aren't in this field that were trading at very big valuations that were not profitable. And then when you look at Zeta's numbers, you look at the growth, it's re-accelerating growth. They continuously put up 20% plus year-over-year growth, quarter-over-quarter, expanding EBITDA margins, and they just flipped profitability. To me, this is a company that is an easy getting to 8 to 12 billion, in my opinion. And to me, that's more alpha than ServiceNow going to 240.
Yeah, I think there might be a higher chance Zeta goes to zero than ServiceNow goes to zero.
You want to talk about two companies that I would bet Zeta goes to zero over ServiceNow? If you made me make that bet, I don't think either are going to zero, but ServiceNow is ServiceNow. So yeah, I get that argument, but I don't think either of them go to zero.
No, me neither. Me neither. But all I'm saying is, like, whenever people compare really small companies, like, there's a higher chance that this $2 billion company goes to 20 billion than Nvidia going from 5 to 50 like trillion, you know? Yeah. It's like, yeah, of course they're smaller companies, but there's a risk reward to that. Like, yeah. You know,
I want to answer something real quick. So somebody asked a question, Steve, why hold any other company if you're convinced Zeta is going to double or triple? Because I don't have a crystal ball. If I knew it was going to double or triple, I'd sell everything. I don't know it. I'm going by the numbers and the trajectory and what it looks like it has the potential to do. I am making an educated guess on an investment for myself. I don't know what it's going to do, so I'm not going all in on it. I don't go all in on anything. It's called diversification, and it's protection against myself.
I agree. We don't know. That's why we diversify.
Yeah.
Hopefully you diversify across a couple of companies that you have high conviction in, but not a guaranteed conviction. I don't have a guaranteed conviction on any of my names, including NVIDIA, but I have high conviction in it for sure.
There's nothing guaranteed in the markets ever.
Except for Zeta.
No, there's nothing guaranteed. I'm just saying that the market cap's really low for a company that is putting up these numbers.
No.
Okay.
Dude, it's 928.
What are you talking about?
It's 9:28 is the time right now, which means I have to go.
All right, so we're going to end this a little differently than we normally do.
Go ahead.
We're going to end this with Sleep Corner with Tanner. Tanner, what is the sleep tip of the week?
By the way, we've been doing this for weeks now.
No, but it's official. Like, we're officially giving you Sleep Corner with Tanner. And every week you are going to give a new sleep tip.
I was also thinking about that. I have probably like 5 or 6 sleep tips.
You're going to have to start coming up with more.
Yeah, but there's not, like, eventually you're just lying.
I mean, you mean you're not going to put a bar of soap in between the sheets near your feet?
Yeah, I'm not. By the way, the weirdest thing I do is ice my boys, which Steve did not understand that reference last time. If you're using the sauna, maybe I'll just do a general health tip because that would go a long way.
No, because if you're wrong, please don't do that. Let's not do that.
Okay, a person. Well, I might not be right about sleep either.
Well, you know what? Sleep Corner with Tanner.
But I enjoy my sleep.
92%. He's a 92%er.
92%er. Which my girlfriend's also very much into tracking her sleep. And today she got 91. She thought she beat me. Never going to happen.
So you guys are having competitions about who can get a better sleep score.
Always. Jeez. And I smoke her, dude. She has no chance. Tossing and turning. Dude, honestly, you can't stop me from getting a good sleep score. I get up, I use the bathroom in the middle of the night. I wake up before I still clear her. Okay. I sleep like a baby. Zero stress on my mind. Portfolio is perfectly diversified across one industry. Extremely high beta. I'm, sleep like a kid.
Some of these comments are so wild, I can't even repeat them.
What?
I can't even repeat it.
Is Sodak Zach?
I can't repeat them.
I love that dude. So essentially for a sleep score though, a sleep tip, I don't know what I told you last time. Do you remember any of them that I said?
Well, I think the last one you ended on was the room has got to be extra. Oh, no. That was the time before. The time before you said temperature. Yeah. Last time you said the bed is only for sleeping, no TV, no eating, blah, blah, blah.
Have you been following any of those, by the way?
I don't watch TV in bed or freaking eat in bed.
All right. Good for you.
But
the last one
in the room, and I shut it off when I go to bed.
The one that I would also say is that try to go to bed at the same time every night, even on weekends.
That's impossible.
Sleep consistency is so freaking important for me. And by the way, whenever I say sleep consistency, I mean about a 30-minute window. So for me, what works is 11:15 to 11:45. There's so much personalized stuff with sleep though too. I showed you my caffeine score. Caffeine has zero impact on my sleep. Like
sure.
data approved. My Whoop is like I track all the coffees that I have and when I have them and everything. Zero impact on my sleep. That's not the same for everyone.
All right, so before you get to that, I have a very serious question. Like, I'm legitimately getting a second internet line. Should I just get Starlink instead?
I don't know.
I'm looking at it right now. It's probably going to be the same price.
It might be the same price. My understanding is it's not actually that fast. Like,
So
I mean,
they have 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps, and max.
What's max? A gig?
Doesn't say. Up to 400.
Yeah, like to me, that's not crazy fast.
No, but it's guaranteed to always work.
Is it?
And I'm not dependent on the freaking grid outside.
Is it guaranteed to work?
I mean, if not, I'll be tweeting at Elon, right?
Yeah. I guess. I'm streaming right now. And I got 662 down. How's this even possible? I'm at 662 down, 820 up. 830.
Yeah, so you have a gig internet on each? Up, down?
I think my computer caps it at a gig, but I'm at, I think, 3 gigs.
Wait, you have a 3 gig internet line? You serious?
Yeah, it's fiber.
Yeah, but even on fiber, what the hell?
There's a package that's even higher. It goes up to, I think, 10 with my provider. But
I would check that. I mean, that's
promise
that's past enterprise grade.
On God and everything that's holy. Okay.
10 gig?
Yeah, you can look it up. It's Rogers. But what's it called? I 0% need it. And not only that, my computer like caps me at 1 gig. You looking it up? Yeah, Tanner lives in a data center.
I'm looking to see who the hell offers this. That's insane.
Yeah, I might have doxed myself a little bit too because I think there's only certain neighborhoods that have it. But I'm in a newer neighborhood that allows for that. FTTH is common now, someone said.
I didn't realize that 10 gig is like actually a thing.
Tanner, I'm outside.
Anyway, let's get to Sleep Corner with Tanner.
That was it. It's just sleep consistency in terms of figure out where is best for you to go to bed. Mine's 11:15 to 11:45. It is so important to stick within that range, and bundle that with everything else that I said. Keep the room cool. I like a fan running at night. I think certain cultures don't, but I'm not a part of those.
Little white noise.
Little white noise. Little cool air on the feet.
Okay.
You know. And
so we have no eating. We have king size bed. We have no TV.
Yeah.
No lights of
you want to start
anything like that.
You want to start dimming down.
Yeah, you want to start dimming down. You want to get off of tablets and stuff like an hour or 2 hours before.
Yeah.
You got the fan.
I don't think there's some cultures that don't like fan at night, but yeah, fan at night for me.
Okay.
And another thing, honestly, people do not realize, go get yourself tested for sleep apnea, especially if you're even like, I mean, everyone can judge themselves for, their own health or whatever. If you are remotely overweight, get yourself tested for sleep apnea. You don't even need to be overweight to have sleep apnea, but it is a higher chance if you are. It will destroy your sleep. You are choking every breath. It's so unbelievably bad for you. And the solution is not expensive anymore. And it's not the clunky machines that people think they are anymore. That's very important.
All right. Sleep Corner with Tanner.
That's it.
All right, everyone.
That 2-minute segment turned into a 9-minute segment.
We will not be on tomorrow night because Tanner will be covering Robinhood. I will be on tomorrow night. I am not sure yet what I will be covering. I'll probably be going on after the Robinhood event. And we'll go from there. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Sleep Coin
This
with
guy
Tanner was a hit.
sleeps.
And he'll make sure that he comes up with another tip for next week.
I don't have another tip. That's pretty much
You're
it.
going to have to do some Google searches and figure it out, sir.
Ice the boys, ladies and gentlemen. If you're sonning, ice the boys.
All right, everyone. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.